Hello and welcome to Yasmin's Light Studio Earth Magic Energy Update. All right, where are we at? Today is, now remember, energy is fluid. It will flow. It may not be something that you resonate with today, the information that comes up, and it may be something that you resonate with in a few weeks' time. Maybe you already have resonated with this particular energy. However, the planetary alignments that are occurring at the moment are pretty intense. The Earth's vibration, its energetic resonance, which is called the Schumann resonance, peaked at 158 hertz last week or over the weekend. I think it was over Thursday, Friday, Saturday, around that particular time. Normally it's around 7.8 to 8 hertz, so that's like 150 amp up. And imagine that. If you had felt rather anxious or emotional or teary or just out of sorts, couldn't settle, bit overwhelmed, fluttery in the heart, really tired, maybe some hot flushes, if you had felt any of those symptoms, and they came for a day or two and then they left, that's part of the Earth's vibration pulsing through you, because we're all connected, we're all energy. So it's been a pretty intense time. I was very emotional. Crying is a great release. So never stop yourself from crying. Excuse yourself, take yourself out of the room and go where you need to in order to express what needs to come out. It's a huge healing. It's a beautiful release of all the toxic energy that is floating around, and any sadness and grief, don't bottle that up, because that only turns into trauma that you need to deal with at a later date, okay? And it stops you from opening your heart. And moving into 2020, it is really imperative that we listen and feel into our heart more. This week, we have a full moon in Gemini with a Sagittarian sun on the 12th of the 12th. So not only is it a full moon, which is a beautiful experience, and in the sign of Gemini, which is about the twins, okay? So it's very much about communication. It can be a little bit flirty. It can be a little bit over analytical. It can be mentally challenging. You may find you have trouble switching off. Great ideas time. What else? Gemini. Very inspirational, quite creative as well. So perfect time for that full moon. But it's the 12th of the 12th, which is another portal opening, energetic galactic portal opening. And right now, as we are talking, I'm actually getting a download. So there is lots of magnificent opportunities for everyone to take hold of, to step into, to skyrocket off on, okay? If you are balancing yourself on a regular basis, keeping yourself grounded, drinking lots of water, watching your food intake, watching your alcohol intake, reducing any addictions, that takes a bit of time. But if you know that your body is needing to be soothed and healed and repaired, then master that for yourself, because the more you can master that, the better your body comes into alignment with your spirit and your soul. So the 12th of the 12th, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1 is about you being independent, and it's about you knowing and feeling what's right for you, okay? It's leadership. It's about positive energies. It's about staying focused. And 2 is about union. It's about communication. It's about working with others. It's about teamwork. So it's how 12-12 is very much about how you can be individual while still being united with others, okay? So teamwork is really important at this particular time. And that is Thursday, this week. Alrighty. So the rippling effects of this, because the full moon is building. All right. So great time to be manifesting right now. Just getting closer to this full moon. Awesome time to be manifesting. So write down your wishes. Make sure you focus on the feeling of what it is. Okay. Especially around unions. Relationship doesn't have to be romantic, but relationships, contracts, connections, okay, and great ideas and inspirations and moving forward. Alrighty, anything around those particular topics, manifesting those is awesome. Clarity in your thoughts, because it's Gemini and because it's the full moon. Some of us, especially if you've got Gemini in your chart, I don't think I do. I think I have one planet in Gemini. But if you've got Gemini in your chart, you will be very affected by this. And it may be in complete and utter alignment with you, and you may sleep like a well-fed baby. Or it may be the opposite. Because you're not grounded and centered at the moment, you may be constantly. All right, so it is important to really look after yourself. My hot tip for full moon energy is to eat dark chocolate. 85% or higher dark chocolate helps me sleep really well around a full moon. Any other time, not really, but on a full moon it does. So it's got something to do with your pineal gland, dark chocolate and the pineal gland. All right, so Jupiter is doing some special stuff at the moment as well. Mercury, once again, I didn't actually check into what the planets are doing. I just felt into it. And the meditation that I just had, excuse me, is really about, there is a lot of heart stuff, a lot of solar plexus stuff, and a lot of crown and third eye. Those two are very closely linked at the moment. So feeling into what you desire for yourself, your goals. All right, trying very hard to release and let go of the past in all of its messy glory, but being very grateful for the lessons that you've learned along the way. Alrighty. Gemini is also about communication. So speaking very clearly and communicating very clearly with others is a big thing at this point in time this week. All right, so let's hop into it. I have the Earth Magic Energy cards. I got a slightly different setup today. I'll turn myself around and turn you down, and we will get stuck into it. All right. Put this little guy here. There we go. All right, so the Earth Magic Energy cards, I have given them a shuffle. We call on Spirit, Earth Magic Energy. Excuse me, guys. Yes, for some crystal clear guidance, it's still not there. My frog. There's a frog in my throat. All right. Sorry. Frogs are very much about purification. So if you haven't been cleansing and clearing and releasing all the toxic energy, toxic thoughts, and this came up, I think, in last week's reading as well, now is the time to do it. Solitude. All right, some time out. It is the festive season, and it is starting to get a little bit hectic for some people. Overwhelm is caused by you putting too much on your plate and over pleasing others, trying to make everybody else happy. And it's not about that. Okay, we're not doing that anymore. That's not 2020 energies and moving forward. New beginnings. All right, we're in new beginnings. So, oh, this is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Solitude. Time out. before the new dawn arises, before the new beginnings arises, it's really important that you ground yourself and anchor yourself into the earth energies that we have, okay? Because there are going to be some high vibed energies going on at the moment. And moving into 2020, we're already skipping in there. There's lots of good fortune around. And if you are aligning with it, and you'll know if you will, you'll get little signs and opportunities will reveal themselves along the way. I did come across a gorgeous blue feather today on my walk. I hopped out of the car, grabbed the dog, and I looked down to take my first step, and there's this gorgeous blue and black feather, which is very much about communication, but it's also about intuition. So trusting your intuition, feeling into yourself. Now, you can only do that when you separate yourself from everybody else for a while. When we're surrounded by so many other people, we tend to take on their energies a little bit. If we're not shielding and protecting ourselves properly, we tend to take on other people's stuff. And that's normal, okay? Being an energetic person, an empath, okay? You wouldn't be watching this if you weren't some sort of sensitive. So it's important to give yourself some time out to recalibrate and realign with who you are, because there are some new beginnings coming along and new opportunities are going to present themselves. And do you want to step through them, or do you want to stay hovered in the past? Okay, now moving forward is new ground, and you may not have stepped on this ground before, but if you ground yourself now and on a regular basis daily, you'll find that stepping forward onto new ground will actually happen with ease and grace. If you do not ground yourself on a regular basis, there is going to be overwhelm, distrust, and confusion. They're 3 words that just came to me. So ground yourself in your quiet times to prepare for the new beginnings. And then grounding the new beginnings once you step into them. Okay, yes, this is for me. I'm moving forward with that now. I'm going to try something different today. I'm going to use these cards as well. So what's our lesson, our soul lesson around solitude? What's our soul lesson around solitude? So, there we go. Loneliness. How perfect's that? I know that I am never alone. So if you're feeling that being on your own is bringing you loneliness, then what you've got to realize is that if we have a closer look, these are all people, okay? And you're fully supported in the etheric realm. Energetically, you are fully loved, always. You are never, ever alone. And if you feel like your cup is never full, that's because you're not filling it. It's important that you fill it for yourself. I know that I am never alone. My dog's just walked in. She does that quite unexpectedly at times and opens the door. Okay, Dawn. What's our soul lesson around new beginnings, please? 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 I'm just going to take the top one. We had a few fall out. Growth. Do you love the way it works? I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So with new beginnings comes growth. It's a beautiful affirmation for you. I want to expand, my consciousness and my awareness. You cannot grow and expand yourself unless you try something new. It's just, it doesn't work any other way. All right, what's our soul lesson around grounding, please? 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 Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. And how perfect is that? Okay? Your soul is energy, and it is inside this physical body. This is your vehicle this time around. And to look after your physical body, which is what I was talking about in the very beginning, helps to anchor your soul and stay in alignment and stay grounded. Okay? So looking after yourself. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. By grounding is honoring yourself and keeping yourself in a optimum energy, optimum health, in order to move forward in your new beginnings. Perfect. Fairies, animals, fairies. I'm feeling fairies. Let's ask for a fairy message for this week, please. A fairy message for this week. Look, I'm really getting solar plexus stuff, people. So do honor yourself, look after yourself. The grounding is going to help you with that solar plexus. That's your lower energies. Alrighty, do things that you need to do. If you're feeling insecure or unworthy or your confidence is low, then it's important that you do take the time out to look after yourself. It's important that you do something for you to boost your confidence. Alrighty. Solar plexus energy can also feel uncomfortable when you're tuned in and there's something that's going to shift. Okay, so it's like a heads up. Well, it is for me. That's my sign. There's heads up. There's something about to happen, and it's about growth. Alrighty, usually, but it's good. Don't ever look at it as bad. Okay, we've had a few, but I'm just going to take these ones here. Stand your ground. There's your solar plexus energy right there. Stand your ground. Okay. If you've got any crystals, maybe carry them for a little while in your pocket, in your bra. Okay. Express your individuality. Absolutely a solar plexus issue. When you start to embrace who you are, you don't give a flying Fruit Loop what other people think about you. Okay, so express yourself exactly how you are, and the right people, you will attract the right people to you because your vibe is sending out signals to those that are going to be like-minded. They will repel those that aren't like-minded to you, and you may come into a couple of clashes, or you may butt heads with people, but rise above it. They're just not your tribe. Get some exercise. Once again, a solar plexus thing. All right, get outside. As your body becomes stronger, you begin to feel stronger in all ways, because the core of your body is in your solar plexus. All right, so not only is your divine spark of light in your solar plexus, this is your power center, so is your core. So strengthen your core by doing strengthening exercises. Alrighty. Wow, good stuff. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. So this is the Earth Magic Energy Update for, I think it's the 3rd week now of December, or is it the 2nd? Doesn't really matter. If you're resonating with it now, then it is meant for you. So I do have some offerings, and I'm going to be offering online meditation, 3 different types of groups that I will be offering. So I'm going to put that up next week. I actually might do a separate video on that, because if you're interested, I don't want to go too long on the Earth Magic Energy Update, but if you're interested in online meditating and all of the other different options that I have on offer, which will be moon ceremonies, and it'll be a personalized group reading, all right, especially for the people in the group. I will take all of your date of births, and I will read for the collective of that group. Alrighty. Anyway, I will do a video on that with all the information. Unfortunately, I'm having a bit of trouble with my laptop, so it might be a bit limited in the format of the delivery, but I'll work something out. It might have to be old school signs. All right, I'll leave it there. Have a beautiful week. Namaste. Be you, be true to you always. Toodaloo.